Hi world, hi YouTube, this is Sabrina in China. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for joining. Guys, I am in the piano room at my workplace. I'm done with work. I was playing a little piano, but I thought I should get on here and share something with you guys. So, few weeks ago when I posted this video, I talked about the importance of learning Chinese and that I wanted to take Chinese more seriously because all the Chinese that I now know, I taught myself. Here and there, someone would teach me a few Chinese words or fix my grammar, but whenever I studied Chinese, I usually studied myself. But I feel that I've reached my limit and I want to take more serious steps toward learning Chinese. And I asked you guys if you were willing to teach me Chinese. If any of you were willing to teach me Chinese, let me know and I would sign up for your classes. And you know what, guys? You know what? A few people actually reached out to me. I'm so shocked. A few people actually reached out to me because they love my work, they love my content, and they're appreciative of the perspective of the side of China that I'm showing to the world, and they're willing and ready to sponsor my Chinese learning journey. So today's video is sponsored by italki. Yes, I'm super excited. So today I want to share with you a few things that I absolutely love about italki and a very scary experience I had in China which pushed me to really learn Chinese. Let's go. Shortly after I posted that video, I started taking lessons at italki.
The questions from this book. You must have heard HSK,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Yes. And this is from HSK.
And can I say, I really like my teacher so far. She's so funny and she understands my jokes. And that is super, super cool. And also, she speaks English, which means she can communicate with me in both Chinese and English. And that's one of the things that I really, really like so far about italki. You can talk about any topic you want with your italki tutor through one-on-one customized language lesson with high-quality native speakers. I was talking about the dating culture here in China with my italki tutor. Do not need subscription, which is really great because, for example, this week I will not be able to take lessons because I will be traveling and I'm not losing any money or anything because I pay per lesson. There's no subscription needed. I really like the fact that at italki, I didn't need to download another app to have the lesson. At italki, they have their own classroom setting, their own video chat room setting. So I just went on italki, entered the classroom and had the lesson. I didn't need to download Zoom or another video platform to take the lesson. I really like that. It's very convenient. Plus, on the italki platform, you can see short introductory videos of the teachers, hear their teaching methods or their teaching styles, see their lesson price. Also, you can select which content, which topic you want to focus on in the lesson. Also, where the teachers are from, if that is important to you. And you can also select a price filter to fit your budget. You can get a lesson from $5. Talking about $5, the people at italki are so kind. They want to give the first 50 viewers of this video $5 off a lesson. That's $10 or more when you click the link below in my description and use the promo code SABRINA. Click below and start your language learning journey right now. Now, on to the scariest thing that happened to me in China that pushed me to start learning Chinese. So, I was in Changzhou, Jiangsu province here in China, and I was in my apartment just going about my daily life, and it was like real strong wind happening outside and the windows were open, and I just remember the door slammed real hard. Boom, I didn't pay much attention to it. I just, I left it, and it was late in the evening. I wasn't planning to go outside, so I just left the door. It was locked. It's okay. So the next day I was ready to go to work, right? And as I was trying to go outside, I turned the handle like normal and it would not open. The door would not open. I was shaking, pulling, kicking, hitting, putting the key in, spinning. No matter what I did, the door just did not open. And I was just panicking. I was pushing my head through the window to see if my neighbor was home. My neighbor was not home. I was banging on the door for someone to come and open the door from outside or try something. They were not hearing me. I started to panic. I was just panicking, and the air in my lungs was just getting out. I couldn't get any air in. I was just like, oh my I don't know. I just started freaking out. And I texted one of my friends, and she said, call the fire station or call the police and let them come and open the door or something for you. And then I called the police, and I was speaking English to the police. My Chinese was nowhere as good. And I was like speaking in English to the police, and the police was like, Zambalana, what's wrong? How may I help you? Blah, blah, blah. I could not respond. I was just talking in English, And I knew how to ask if you could speak English, and I said, and she said, wait a moment. She got someone who could speak English. And then when the person came on the phone who could speak English, they asked, what's your address? Tell us your address so we could come and get you or open the door. I was telling them my address in English. Oh my gosh. They cannot understand this address in English, because it's a Chinese address. And I'm telling them my address in English, and they're like, sorry, we don't know this address. Could you get someone to tell us the address? And I'm like, I'm the only person in the room. And they could not understand, and they said, I'm so sorry, we can't come to you because we don't know the address. And I hang up the phone. I got frustrated. I was crying, and it was just a lot of things going through my head. I don't know why. I was just really panicking at the situation. and then I calmed down a little bit, and I called up my Chinese friend, and I said, hey, can you call them and tell them to come to my address and help me? And then they came and they took the door handle off and fixed it and whatever. And in that moment, after I calmed down and I thought about the situation, I said to myself, I have to learn Chinese, because if something more serious happened to me in China and I'm not able to communicate with someone who is able to speak English, what if no one is there to speak English? What if my Chinese friend couldn't speak English? I would be screwed, And that was really scary to me. And from that day, I committed to learning Chinese. Well, I fell off the wagon. I've not been so serious because actually China makes it really easy for foreigners to go around without being able to speak Chinese. And I don't want to be one of those persons. I really want to be serious about learning Chinese, because you never know. I might be in a real serious situation and no one around me can speak Chinese, and then I'm totally screwed, or I don't know. But the point is, that happened to me, and I never want to feel that way again. And I just feel it's absolutely ridiculous to be in another country and not be able to speak the language, especially if you're living and working there long term. That is it for Sabrina in China. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Sabrina in China. Goodbye.